But I think there are cases where a kid is like fucking. We'll make this a little short, little true crime segment too. This kid, Aiden Fucci or something like that. It was this 14-year-old kid.
I want to try to Google.
Yeah. This 14-year-old kid who lured a 13-year-old cheerleader into the woods, stabbed her. I think the count was like over 100 times. He stabbed her repeatedly, over and over and over and over and over and over. It says here he was charged as an adult, as he should. He fucking lured this girl over 100 times. It says right there. He fucking stabbed her over 100 times.
You can also use the mouse to highlight things if you want to. But yeah, right here it says over 100 times.
And
to life in prison on Friday. But he's 16. 16-year-old is you're old enough to know. And if you're not crazy, then
but where do you draw the line then?
Well, whether or not you're crazy.
What exact age would you draw the line where you're old enough to know?
12 or 13 is where it'd get blurry.
See,
the 16-year-old definitely knows better.
Yeah.
Unless they're crazy. I think that's a pretty simple, but it gets blurry at 12 to 13. I feel like it would kind of depend on the character of the person at that point, you know?
I think at that age.
Like I said, the kid who killed his whole family, I would prefer that he be less than 13. If he was 13, then maybe I would be more willing to let him go to actual big boy prison, you know?
Well, then when you say killed his whole family, what does that mean? He killed his parents, or he killed his parents and his baby sister and baby brother?
He killed them all vicious.
Well, who's them all? I don't know what his family is.
He killed 4 people. Baby.
So there was a baby.
Sister's same age. It is horrible. He should probably go to jail. But if he was 11, it's well, he's probably just crazy, right?
How much of a difference is there between an 11-year-old and a 12-year-old? You know what I mean? It's hard.
Well, that's where it stops being. That's why
blurry.
It's that's why it's blurry right there. Because I know at a 14-year-old, I would be yeah, throw that fucker in prison. But an 11-year-old, I'm nah, probably not. So obviously at 12 and 13 is where I consider it blurry. But also there's probably a better, more because I want people to be reformed. If there's no chance in reforming someone and they're a wild animal, then but also we have to consider the law for the majority, not the minority. You know, the law shouldn't be written for the psychopaths, but for the average citizen, you know?
Yeah, but I think also sometimes when it comes to extreme cases, what we as a society like to do is make an example out of somebody so that it never happens again. And I think in some instances that makes sense. When somebody does something absolutely fucking awful, yeah, maybe it makes sense to punish them really fucking harshly so that nobody ever does that again. You know what I mean? Or at least to discourage. Obviously, that's not going to prevent everybody from ever doing anything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's when it comes to cases like this is when it's yeah, I mean, he knew what the fuck he was doing. And when he got picked up from the police, he took a selfie on Snapchat doing this and put the caption, "Hey guys, have you seen Tristan?"
That's the girl he killed?
That's the girl he killed. That he's being picked up by the police because they know he fucking killed her.
So he was doing this the last second,
I don't know.
I think it sounds like a last second cover, oh, I'm going to put this on social media. No, I'm helping look with you guys.
Yeah. But that is such a psychopathic thing to do. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, it makes you look really bad the second they're just yeah, we triangulated that and you did it after we pulled you over.
He's in the cop car. Yeah. He's literally in the back of the cop car in the picture. He's not trying to hide that.
That's
Like,
such a teenager thing to do.
Yeah,
to
like-
not know that they can do that. They can tell exactly where you were that whole time, you fucker. You had a phone.
well, it's not even that. It's you can see in the picture that he's in the back of a cop car. Like you know what's going on in the picture. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's almost like taunting or something. I don't know. It's weird. It's like why would you do that? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, but also, yeah, no. No, it seems like, he was planning to do this.
Well, and his friends and like kids at school that knew him said that he had talked about like things like how he wanted to know what it felt like to kill somebody, and like things like that. The typical psychopathic shit you hear from a kid before they end up
Like a
killing
really
somebody.
edgy kid.
Yeah.
He's like really edgy. This is the face of edginess.
I mean, it's kind of like the Columbine kids, they go to school talking about how they like bombs and guns and how they hate everybody. And then they end up shooting up the school and people are like, whoa, okay, it kind of makes sense now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. But like,
A little lame ass.
yeah.
What a lame fucking asshole. What a lame, stupid fucking asshole.